The 4 devaluations, how the dollar quietly died 4 times and why it matters now. 1. The hidden history of U.S. devaluations. Here's a secret your history books glossed over: the U.S. dollar has already been devalued overnight, not once, not twice, but 4 times. Yes, 4. And not through rumor or conspiracy, but official decree. 1913, 1933, 1971, 1973. Each time, the change was disguised as necessary monetary adjustment. Translation: controlled demolition. The first 1970s devaluation shaved roughly 10% off the dollar's value overnight. Barely a headline. A year later, another had followed, more than 10% again. These moves weren't about gold's worth rising, they were about the dollar's worth falling. The U.S. was drowning in inflation and trade deficits. A weaker dollar made American exports cheaper, like putting a sail tag on a sinking ship. So what does that actually mean? It means inflation isn't an accident of history, it's policy. And devaluation is just the polite way to say, your money quietly buys less every morning. Footnote: currency devaluation is the oldest trick in the inflationist's handbook. 2. The illusion of value, why gold still says $42.22. Ever wonder why your gold eagle coin says $50 on the front when it costs thousands? Because according to the U.S. Treasury, gold is still officially valued at $42.22 per ounce, a price last updated in 1973. That's not an oversight, it's accounting theater. It keeps the government's books neat and its balance sheet small. On paper, America's 8,133 tons of gold sit like a forgotten relic, while in reality it's worth trillions more. The gap between $42 and $3,000 per ounce hasn't lost value, it's unacknowledged power. So what does that actually mean? It means official accounting ignores reality to preserve illusion. Because if Washington admitted what its gold is truly worth, it would also admit how little the dollar really is. Footnote: a book value of $42 keeps the illusion of stability intact. 3. From Bretton Woods to the floating dollar. After World War II, the Bretton Woods system pegged global currencies to the U.S. dollar, and the dollar to gold. For nearly 25 years, every nation marched in monetary lockstep. Then came 1971. The U.S. abandoned the gold standard, and the dollar began to float freely. That's when volatility, the heartbeat of modern finance, was born. The gold price shot from $40 to $100 almost overnight, mirroring the chaos. Economists, including a young Alan Greenspan, warned, without the gold standard, there is no way to protect savings from confiscation through inflation. Ironically, once Greenspan became Federal Reserve Chairman, he invented a new dialect, Fed speak, to ensure no one understood him again. So what does that actually mean? It means that when language replaces gold, confusion replaces truth. The floating dollar was not liberation, it was the beginning of programmable control. Footnote: the gold standard died quietly, buried under euphemisms and market flexibility. 4. Programmable money and the return of feudal finance. Fast forward to today. Cryptocurrencies, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and programmable money promise efficiency but deliver surveillance. Each transaction, traced. Each balance, adjustable. It's the 1970s devaluation, only now it's digital and permanent. So what does that actually mean? It means we're witnessing the rebirth of feudalism, digital edition. You won't hold your wealth, you'll license it. You will own nothing, said the World Economic Forum, and you will be happy. The only problem? They left out who owns everything. Footnote: programmable money turns every wallet into a leash. 5. Sound money and the fight for freedom. Gold, unlike paper or pixels, carries no counterparty risk. It doesn't default, devalue, or disappear in a system update. Central banks know this. It's why they keep buying gold while preaching digital efficiency. As the Bank for International Settlements admitted, gold kept at home is not subject to political manipulation. That's bureaucratic code for, it's the only form of freedom they can't rewrite. So what does that actually mean? It means sound money is rebellion. Redeemable gold isn't nostalgia, it's insurance. Against inflation, against surveillance, against surrender. Footnote. Gold's real power lies not in wealth, but in independence. 6. The call to action. We've been here before, empires devaluing their currency to preserve control. But history also shows that people can take it back. The question is whether we still have the will. If not now, when? If not us, who? Because when money becomes code and ownership becomes privilege, resistance becomes duty. Together, we can demand redeemable money, real value, not virtual promises. The fight for gold is not about metal. It's about memory, the memory of what freedom once felt like. Footnote. Every devaluation ends the same way, when people stop believing the illusion.